eyes, what is my hand doing? Hey guys, welcome back. So I got Friday favorites and Fooeys for you today, and I've got a random collection of things, some newer, some revisited, a lot of good stuff to talk about. So if you're new here, my name is Leslie. Welcome. I love to do favorites videos, new at the drugstore, reviews, empties, get ready with me's. Just a lot of fun stuff here on my channel. So if you're new, I would love it if you hit that subscribe button and stuck around for a while. I love to have you here on my channel. So yeah, we're chatting about Friday favorites, so let's get to it. Okay, for eyes, as kind of like a base for the, basic shadows, still loving these palettes from Too Faced that they sent me from their holiday collection. This one is the, just as limited edition eye palette, but it came by itself, and then this one came in a little set with I was gonna say eyeshadow primer. No, mascara primer, and then a mascara. This one was just the palette by itself. So from this palette, I have been really just using the matte shadows for the most part. There was one day I did mix in this one, so I'll just swatch this for you as well. I love these. I love the packaging. I think they are beautiful. I really like the formula. The kind of light neutral shade, it's like almost a light pinky sort of shade. It's really gorgeous. So I like it for a blending shade. Like it works really well for blending. So these are the main colors I've been using, mostly these two. So I'll put this in my crease, and then in my outer corner, I'll mix both of them with just a little bit more of this one. And then like I would, if it seemed like it was kind of too much, I would go over it with a little bit of my face powder. So anyway, that's what I've mainly been reaching for from that one. And then this one, this purpley one, I have been using this as a liner. I just have this on as my liner right now, and I love it. There's something about a powder as a liner that I think is just so pretty. I don't know what it is about it. Like, I feel like it looks definitely less harsh, which that makes sense, but I feel like it almost brings out like the color of my eyes or something. And I don't know if it's because it's kind of getting into my lashes more and just something. There's something about it that's different. And this one's a really pretty shade. It looks patchy in a swatch, but I don't feel like I notice that when I'm using it, either, blended or as a liner. I don't notice it being patchy at all. So there it is in the swatch. It looks patchy, but not when I use it. It's a really pretty, almost like very cool toned, almost purpley dark chocolate brown, and it's just really beautiful. So those are the main things I've been using as kind of like the base to my looks for eyes. And then I have been really loving these. So I've had this one. These are both from Erinde off of Amazon. If you love these sparkly shadow topper type shadow toppers, if you love just, what are these called? Glittery toppers, shadows, whatever. I think these are beautiful and they are affordable. I think they're around $7. Look how gorgeous this is. Now, when I list it down below for you, I'll try to like list exactly and then link it for you, because this one, it's a little confusing. You can tell by the listing though, like this one is, I believe, number 2, and then this one is also number 2. But you can see it has a different design to it on it, and it's like, flatter packaging. So they're different, even though they're both labeled 2 anyway. Hopefully it makes sense when you go to the listing. But there is that. It is so sparkly and gorgeous and light catching. Strong kind of like peachy rose gold base to it. Ooh, I love it. Ooh, it's so good. So I have that on my lids, applied with just my fingers. So that is on my eyes. What is my hand doing? I do this often. I was just doing this the other day, and Timothy will say, "What's that hand doing?" And I'm like, I don't know. It's just like sitting like this. Who knows? I don't know. It's doing it again. And then this one is gorgeous as well. I don't know how I would describe the difference. Let's look at them swatched side by side. Are they even that different? I will say this one feels more kind of packed down into the pan, whereas this one feels, it's not a loose shadow by any stretch, but this one, like, I'm really kind of having to get down into. So I think if I had to pick between the two of them, I definitely like this one better, which is the one that I already had. So this one I was just kind of curious about. So there they are side by side. So that's the newer one with the sparkly like little star packaging. So definitely more of a yellowy gold base to it. And less sparkle. But I feel like more sparkle comes out on my eyes than you can see in a swatch there. But they're both really pretty. And you can see them on my eyes. I mean, they just catch the light beautifully. I love me a sparkly shadow. That's just one of my favorite makeup things ever. It just makes me smile. I think they're beautiful for every single day. Like, I don't feel like you have to be going to a holiday party or something to wear sparkly shadows. I think you can be going to the grocery store or Target or the bookstore, whatever. I just think sparkly shadows are just fun. Cheek favorites. Every time I mention one of the CoverGirl Cheekers blushes, I'm always like, do I swatch it? Do I not swatch it? Because these swatch like poop, but they're amazing on the face. And every time I swatch them, they kind of get more hard pan. I sort of mess up my blushes trying to swatch them, and then the swatches don't even look that great anyway. They actually usually look horrible. But I love them on the face. It's the weirdest thing ever. These are just, they're weird. They're weird, but they're great on the face. So I've mainly been loving, I think I'm gonna not swatch them. So just, I think that's what we're gonna do. Mainly I've been using CoverGirl Cheekers in True Plum. This is very plummy. That makes sense. It's like a pinky plum, and it's got some glow to it. You can kind of see the glow in the pan. So a little bit of the glow on my face is from this, but this is mainly the pinkiness that you're seeing on my cheeks. It's like a pinky plummy color. Beautiful. It's beautiful for those kind of berry fall looks, but also as you get into the holidays, just kind of that, like I always say, sugar plum fairy sort of makeup look, like a sparkly shadow, a duochrome shadow or something. And then you've got maybe like a more pinky cheek, pinky lip. I love that kind of a look. So it's great for that. And then also CoverGirl Cheekers in Brick Rose. So this one is more, you can see it, neutral, more glowy for sure. So most of the glow on my cheeks is from this one. So this one by itself is almost the color of my lips. Like, it's not that bright, but it's that pinky, purpley, cool toned look on the cheeks. It's really, really beautiful. But then this one I feel like kind of neutralizes it, tones it down a little bit, just brings a little bit more of a neutral look to the cheek, and then more glow. So I love these individually. I love them together. They have a great formula on the face, and they're really, really affordable. They're just great little blushes. I have loved them for years. Okay, and then for lips, I love all these products and love them in different ways. So let's start with, I've talked about this many times, the Essence Slim Stick 6-hour long lasting lipstick in Baby Got Blush. So this is, I love it by itself, but I've been loving this for just using it around the outsides of my face. What? For my lips, because I feel like I can get pretty good precision with this. Also, it kind of lives in my purse, so I love that too. Like, it's just always in my purse because I love the color. But something about it, I can get better precision and application with this. So I have been loving this for mainly around the outsides of my lips, but also just when it's in my purse, grabbing it by itself. So quick mention to that, I'll show you swatches in a second. I'm still really liking these Maybelline Teddy Tints, and I'm kind of like figuring out my favorite way to use them. These are beautiful together. I really, really like these with this, specifically for precision around the outsides of my lips, because that's probably my main complaint with these. Well, two things. I don't like them applied full on. Full on, multiple layers, it feels too heavy on my lips and feels too tacky. It reminds me more of are they the vinyl ink that really have to set down for a long time before they're fully set and they keep that kind of tacky feeling. This is not to that level, but it's that sort of feeling. It's moving in that direction when you apply it full on. So I like these applied very thinly, just a little bit of product. So with that, I can't really get precise, you know, lines around the outsides of my lips. So I like to pair them with something like this or a lip liner or something just for a little bit more precision. But I've been grabbing for that for the precision. So the colors I've been loving, this one is Knee High. I love this color. So I will swatch a little bit more full on for y'all so you can see that. And then I'll show you kind of more lightly, which is really how I like to apply them. They're really unique. If you have tried these, what are your thoughts? Because they're just like a velvet. They're a lip velvet. So here are some swatches of this one is the Essence. This is this full on. And then that's kind of blurred out. I really like the blurred out look. These go really well together. This is, y'all know, one of my favorite lip colors right now for the color. I love that tone. So this is kind of close to it. It's a little bit more warm, a little bit less purpley, but it's kind of in that same rosy family. So they pair really well together. Then to add a little bit more berry something, I have been loving mixing in a little bit of Wild at Heart. Now this full on, it's intense, but just a little bit of it, it adds just a little bit more of a pinkiness. Oh my goodness, I love this one blended out. I love this one lightly applied. It's so pretty. And this one, so you can see they're all kind of like not too far off. This one is more neutral, less cool tone. This one is more on the pinky side. So I'd say these are probably the closest, but they go really well together. But something about just applying a little bit of this and then a little bit of that, it's almost like, honestly, it probably gets pretty close to this color. That's probably why I like it so much. But y'all know I just like playing with makeup, so I've been playing with those in that way. Okay, so those are all my favorites. I hope that you really enjoyed this video. Please do a thumbs up if you did. Let me know down below what you have been loving, or maybe not so much loving. Let me know what you've been up to recently. I would love to hear that. Ask me any questions that you have. I'm happy to answer those. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!